Listen me. Did you hear that?
Oh, wow.
You can holler at me and let me know.
Okay.
Like when we came down here, I stopped.
Hey, Spooky Gang, it's Spooky Hadaway, and I wanted to let you guys see something that I had found that I thought was really cool. I love cemeteries, but there is a practice from the Seminole tribe. I hope I said that correctly. They do something called cemetery spirit houses. And if you look at these houses, they have windows down here, and it's to let a spirit come to and from. And pan over that way and show that one how it's like falling down. When you see the little houses falling down, you are not supposed to pick those up. Those are to be left alone because I think it's a part of their like grieving process. But when the house falls completely down, it is said that that's when the spirit crosses over. This dates back to before Native Americans were forced to be relocated. You have some made out of different things, like this one over here is cement, but you can see the little windows. And then they put items in there. This one has some sort of beadwork put on it, and there's like a little, I don't know what that is, some sort of jewelry or something, a little token. But they put items in there such as like things that they like to do, like say a woman like to do cross stitching, they might put that in there. Say it's a younger person or a child, they might put toys down or some of their favorite toys, or say if it's a young man or an older man or whatever and they like to go, I don't know, fishing, they might put their fishing pole in there. But there is one over here. House, but I'm not for certain. I know it was like a baby, and it's got like toy cars, but that's all I want to show of that one, because you know that's somebody's little baby. But you can show like how that one's like caved in, it's falling apart. These cement ones, those would last longer. Spirit box and maybe set up a REM pod and see if we can get the spirits to speak to us, since I mean it was their practice for them to come out through the windows. So I'm gonna set a REM pod out and see if maybe if they would like to try to communicate, if I can find the antenna. By the way, if you come across my channel, this is just a hobby of mine. I like to go out. I am a paranormal investigator. I share videos just to show people what it's like. I'm not looking for any clout or anything, but you know, like and subscribe, share, just to show what it's really like. Because I know there's a lot of like entertaining TV series and stuff like that, but they have to keep people's attention. They have to cause things to go off. I don't do any of that, so I get nothing out of this other than sharing my enjoyment of it. Alright, so I'm gonna set a REM pod right here. Cigarette smoke? have the temperature gauge on. Let me turn that off. Set it down here. There we go. Alright, we have somebody coming up over here. Do not turn that camera around. Alright, do you want to back up a little? Oh. Oh. Hello? It's time. Do you see that device I put down on the ground? Is there anybody over here that would like to come forward and speak? Can you pause that for a minute? Okay, so we have a Lewis. Who's in the pickup? Does anybody over here want to come forward and speak? June 15th, 1993 and passed August 22nd of 1993. Do you guys come out through the windows to go visit your family members or friends? Only open during the daylight hours. It closes at dusk, and they do have side gates that look like they're closed. I know there's, if you pan around that way, you can drive in this way through the front. I don't see a gate on that one, but I know that you can only be out here during the day. Let's see if I can turn this on. Something is affecting that REM pod over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna work. You know what? I have my second REM pod. This REM pod, I've had this one for a couple of years. I got it from Attic Junkie. It was not expensive at all whatsoever, and I think the entire time I've had it, I've seen it go off like maybe twice. It's not very sensitive. On Norman Coley's headstone. Now this is not just an Indian burial ground. I'm gonna have Victor pan around. There are a lot of different graves out here. Is there anyone who wants to come out and speak with us? Can you come talk to me? I apologize. We are off on a major road, So it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult to hear me. This is Florence Horjo. I see a Louis Horjo, so they're related. I hope I said that last name right. Harjo, not Horjo, Harjo. H-A-R-J-A or J-O. Okay, this is Cully. That's a Cully. That's a Cully. Now, if I miss what they're saying, if I don't hear it right now in this moment, when I go back and edit, I'll put the words on the screen to let you guys know what I heard. If you hear something that I missed, even when I edit, please go in the comments and tell me about where so I can go back and look. That would help me out a bunch. My son helps me out with editing to some degree, but pretty much I edit these videos myself and I'm not very tech savvy.
Your hands.
My hands? What about my hands? I'm gonna stand right here so that I can catch what's coming out of the spirit box. Okay, that REM pod keeps going off. If a spirit is affecting this REM pod, can you maybe grab the antenna on it? You don't know if it's broke? It's not broke.
It's okay.
It's okay? Can you tell me what your name is? Who was talking to me? You can pan over here on this side where you can see where the houses have collapsed. And it is common practice to leave them like that until they're completely gone. I don't know if they clear them out later on. I think they do, because there's one spot over here where you can see there's like a cement slab there and there. And that one actually has like, it looks like cinder blocks around it. So I'm guessing there was a spirit house there at one point. There is over here, and this one that's collapsed. If you pull the tripod up over there, you can see like a boot and some stuff that have come out from under the house. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You can see some items that possibly came out from under the house. Or it could have been taken from the first house over here, because that one looks like it has a little hole in the front. I don't know if like a raccoon has climbed in there or something. Something burrowed in there at one point. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move over to the other side. So you can pause that for a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna have Victor show you. Like you can see over here, there's like a bucket. This is the other side of the little collapsed houses. Oh, cool? What's cool? That one over there, the back of it looks like that might have been a cross at one point in time. Right here on the back of that house. Alright, so I think we're going to move further back into the cemetery so that we don't hear so much noise, and see if we can make contact with any spirits, because we did drive a couple hours to come here. So see you in a minute. Okay, so this is the back. I'm going to have Victor pan around to show you. This is actually a fairly large cemetery ground. It goes way up past over the hill over there. Can't even really tell. I think there might
Yeah, sure.
But because we are so close to a main highway, I think it's best if we go try to find another cemetery to see if we can contact spirits. It's just too busy here, and that's not really conducive when you're trying to speak to spirits. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so on our way out in search of another cemetery that we could possibly try to talk to spirits in, we found in, what is it, Konawa?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm a new implant in Oklahoma, so excuse me if I said that wrong. This is Violet Springs Cemetery, and inside of it is Bates Cemetery, and then over there is another cemetery, and you can see like a cobblestone wall all the way around this. Did you pan around to show them Bates Cemetery? I'm going to turn on a spirit box. I do have a REM pod put up over here. If there are any spirits here that would like to come forward and speak with me, the device I have in my hand will allow you to talk to us.
Yes, Tom. What they eat?
What do they eat? I think this says Thomas Stout, and he died December 18th of 1904, age 20. J.V. Bates. I wonder if they're related to the Bates over in that cemetery off there. I think that's like a family cemetery over here to the left. They died October 19th, 1907. See, I like the older cemeteries because it's less likely that I'm going to offend anybody. Some of the cemeteries in here have like a mix of older and then newer, but this pretty much seems like all just older. Over there in that section, those look like they have newer headstones. But this section, you can tell it's been here for like a very long time. There's another person, S.F. Reynolds. They died April 27th of 1905. They all died? Yes, this is a cemetery, so we are aware that they all died. My name is April. This is my best friend, Victor. Can you introduce yourself? Who's talking to me? Walk up past what? There might be some wind. I can't help that. This is the plains area. I have cut the wind out of some videos, and then I end up sounding really funny, and it's broken anyway, so I do apologize for the wind, but you're gonna hear it. See, that looks like a newer headstone. And that one back there does too as well. Hi, who's this?
Four balls.
I said 4 balls. I see some newer headstones off to by the road over there. I do have a device on the ground called a REM pod. If you walk up to it, it'll make a noise. It just lets me know that you're right here next to me.
They have eat.
Anybody want to come talk to us? I guess I can put my bag in the car and just carry the REM pod with me. Move over to another section. So if you could just pause that for a minute. Okay, so we moved over to another section. Let's see if we can get the spirits to talk over here. Look how cool that looks. They've got it surrounded.
In the king.
Really?
What?
Say, oh, we're fucked.
It said what?
We're fucked.
It said we're fucked?
Yeah.
Are you fucked because somebody's come to talk to you? Why are you fucked? Okay, this is Bosana M. Scott, born July 18th, 1855. Died September 1st of 1927. Was 72 years old. This person's birthday was January 7th, 1846. Died April 25th of 1924. This one says WCS, and this one doesn't have anything on it. What do we got over here? Somebody's visited at some point. There's some fake flowers in front of this one. Inside me? I hope not. That doesn't sound pleasant. The only thing I can make out is 1898 and 1907. I cannot make out a name on this one. Who wants to come talk to me? I came to visit you. Hey, I'm April. What's your name? This is my best friend, Victor. Over here on Essie Mae Collins headstone, I have a device over here. If you just walk up, it sets off a tone and lights to let me know that you're near me. It cannot hurt you in any way, shape, or form. I have no intentions on harming anybody. I just would like to talk to you. Hey. What do they eat? Yum! Did you hear that? That was so creepy. That's not good. Who are you? Oh, that deep voice does not sound nice. Trouble? Are you trouble? Four people? Who are the four people? Who are the four people? I'm Richard. Hi, Richard. Who else is here? There's three more people, right? Do you have many visitors? I see some flowers out here, not very many. Is that McPherson or Pearson? There's a butterfly in front of that one. McPherson? What about someone?
Wake up call.
A wake-up call? Whoa. That does not sound friendly. Hello? I heard a woman or a young child. I don't know who the deep voice is. I'm not even sure I should even be talking to you. Was that counting Victor and I, or are you talking about 4 spirits?
American time.
Is there anything you would like for people to know? Do you have a message?
I heard that.
You heard that what? I didn't understand that. If I don't understand you right now, I'll be able to hear what you said later. So feel free to communicate using this device I have in my hand. I really like all the cobblestone around the cemetery. Pan that way and show them, because we're a little bit closer so they could see it. The sun?
Great to pay.
Woo, beat. I heard tears. Are you crying about something?
I saw it.
You saw? She was born, I can't tell the month, 24th of 1865 and passed away October 29th of 1908. And there's like some sort of like wire around it. Do you see that wire?
Wow, the ocean.
I wonder what the purpose of that is. Weird. There's a stone on the ground that has nothing on it. It is completely weathered. There's nothing on it. You? Is that you? Richard again. Second time we heard Richard. Okay, so we're gonna try another section. There's a headstone right here. Nothing? There's nothing on it. It's smooth. Is there anybody over here that would like to speak with us? Yo! That's purple. Can you tell me your name? You mean what?
For 16.
Again.
And I believe that.
You believe them. Who do you believe? I'm not quite sure what you said. How many spirits over here would like to come up and speak with us? Excuse Victor as he's looking at everything. He's just taking in the view. Please, this is who?
That doesn't work.
What doesn't work? You can see over here where the cobblestone is coming undone on the fence.
Are you coming up?
You're coming up with what?
27th.
Who came over to talk to us, to see us? Were you just curious?
Well, thanks so much.
Thanks so much. You're welcome. What are you thanking us for? Ah, there it goes again. Can you tell me your name?
Drop.
Drop?
Work left.
Drop what? Is there any way you can grab the antenna on that? Like really set it off? Can you please tell me what your name is? best friend Victor. That was a whisper. I said, who's that?
Again.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Let's go.
Are you gonna tell me your name? Yes? I'm waiting. Okay, if you don't want to tell me who you are, I'm gonna move over to another section so that I'm not bothering you. Do you want us to move to another section?
15-year-old right.
15-year-old trying? Does the ancient? What's ancient? Are you talking about the spirit that had a very low voice? Kind of a, you will what?
Like switching.
Like switching? What do you mean?
Yeah, the back
Beheaded? I don't like hearing that. Doesn't make me feel very good. I just came to visit you. Oh, that low voice again. I think we need to move away from this section. Maybe it's just tied into
Stories and
this area. Let's move that way. I want to get away from whatever negative thing is going on over here.
three bunker.
Purple's going off again.
Yeah, no. Let's just. Record that. It was changing colors, and you missed it. Limited to one, or something one. What are you trying to? Is that attractive? Ew. We're not gonna have any girls flirting with us. That's a no bueno here, man. Okay, I say we move over there and see if we can get anybody over there to talk to us. Okay, see you in a minute. Alright, so we're over here by a west plot. I'm guessing it's family. And I'm still getting like a deep voice, a weird one. That's a child. Jesse. Died April 2nd of 1913.
search.
Born January 23rd of 1913. Oh, so it was only a couple months old. There is a toy in front of that one. Yes. Does anybody want to talk to me? I put a device down on the ground. If you walk up to it, it makes noise. It can't hurt you. It's just a device. Do you find it interesting? Look at this gate. You can't move it. It's stuck in the ground. But I'm sure at one point in time you were able to open and close it. I just like the fence. Don't they say something about wrought iron keeps them in the cemetery, in the space? I think it's supposed to
Sure.
keep them in, like the spirits. I know that was practiced at one point in time. Are there any spirits from in this vicinity that would like to come up and speak with us? We just came to visit you. You leave. Did you hear that? I said, you leave. I'm not gonna run away. You don't scare me.
I'm here.
You're here? Who are you? Did you hear that? I'm here. That was a nice spirit. Can you talk to us?
Trump has claimed.
You're gonna hear commercials. That was a Trump commercial. This is a spirit box on my phone. It functions the same way that an S-Box does or an SB7. It turns through radio stations. This one does have the static on it like you would hear on a traditional spirit box, but I have that setting turned off so that it's not as annoying. That's why this is my favorite spirit box. Okay. Anybody want to come talk to us? I don't know what that was. I think we were getting more activity back that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't like what it was saying, but I didn't have any bad feeling. Maybe it was just a spirit trying to freak us out to get us to leave. Because, I mean, I didn't get a negative feeling.
Expected hit.
I just didn't like what it was saying.
These images.
I know a lot of people talk about spirits like attaching and they might possibly could. I don't think traditional spirits can harm you. I've never seen it. I've been out ghost hunting for several years now. Poltergeist could possibly hurt you, but that's not a traditional ghost or spirit. That's usually coming from a traumatic experience or a juvenile growing up, hormones. It's just a manifestation of their emotions. I have gotten the heebie-jeebies in a couple of places, but I've never been harmed. It's just more of that feeling of, oh, I'm not supposed to be here, you know? You know that feeling. I say, don't be loud. Am I being rude? I'm recording a video. Is there anything you would like to say to those of us living now? Did you hear that? Don't be loud. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. My name is April. This is my best friend, Victor. Dick? Doesn't that mean stupid? Did you just call me stupid? I don't think they're appreciating us. I don't really find that funny. It's more of a nervous laugh from my end, so don't twist it.
You feel the need.
I feel the need for what?
Any game time.
I say we head back over to that section and see what happens.
Why not?
Okay, so see you in... We're going to go back over there. Pan it over to that way. That's the area that's got a very dark, deep voice that wasn't saying very nice things. We're going to go back over there and see what happens. Okay. So while we were walking over here, I left my spirit box on, and clear as day it comes through. What are you doing, old maid? And I started laughing. I was like, what? And it said, why? We're back in that section that I had the spirit with the very low voice that was saying like some not so friendly things, something about a beheading. I'm curious as to what it will do. So I decided to come back over here. It could just be a spirit who doesn't want us in this area trying to scare us off. When we were all the way over by, what is it, the gates? Or was it over by the west and the gates area, family plots or whatever, I did have a couple of lower tones in there. I find it so interesting interesting when I hear funny stuff. You are going to hear some cars in the background. There are a few roads off this way. I have a REM pod set up over here. Can you walk up to it? It's so warm today. There's bees out. Let's wait till it gets cold again. Who was the spirit? Who was the spirit that was trying to scare us off? Listen to what? There it is. What's your name? Is Richard still over here?
And
I had a grandpa named Richard. Wait on what? Did it say drunk? Are you drunk? I'm waiting to see if we have that negative spirit come back. It was kind of interesting, a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what those funny noises are. I've never heard that come through before. Here we go. Are you back? What would you like to say to us? It said you're annoying. Yeah, I've had a few people tell me that. I'm persistent. Was that a hiss? Wow, that was pretty interesting. I got hissed at, y'all. Am I pissing you off? Are you angry?
I thought you were fresh.
You thought I was fresh? What the fuck does that mean? We what? Did it say keep us?
I'm not sure.
We have cars. What the freak? I have never heard it make those noises.
At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, you what? What do you do at the end of the day? You're gonna hear some motorcycles. There is a highway. Can you
in
point that?
itself,
Did that just say my name?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
That's true.
Where was?
That's true.
Oh, it was over by that stone on the ground that my REM pod was going off.
You media.
What? You're what?
I have no idea. Medio? Whatever that may be.
Where's the creepy spirit at?
I want some more.
So the spirit with the very low voice, were you a human spirit? Are you a human spirit? Or something about the grave, digging our grave?
It's our grave.
Well, remember when we were walking back that way, I told you it looked like the ground was dug up?
True.
Bee!
Oh, wait.
I don't know, but I'm allergic to bees. That's why I ran. I don't mind bees. They're friendly. We need them to live. They help pollinate stuff. I'm just allergic to them. It's that deep voice again. So, spirit with the deep voice. Are you a human spirit? Are you smart enough to answer me? Fights? Why do I feel like testing the water? Can you do something if you don't want us here? Can spirits actually harm the living? Or are we safe?
On the peach.
Like I said, I don't think they can hurt us. I mean, because think about it. They're not corporeal. I don't think I'll believe a spirit can hurt anyone unless it happens to me physically. I just don't. I think they can communicate. It said, of course we can. Were you talking about... Were you answering my question when I asked if spirits could hurt the living? It did say, of course we can, didn't it? But it was way after I asked that question.
Run, you pumps. The PGA.
Run, you punks? It's saying some really funny stuff. Okay, spooky gang. Until next time, subscribe and share.
Yeah.